Good evening, everyone. Well, I suppose I should say good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Trails in the Sky, first chapter. My apologies for starting this a little later than usual. I had some things come up. You know, it happens. In any case, I hope you're ready to enjoy a early morning episode of Trails in the Sky, because last time around we finished chapter 3, which means we've got one city left to go, and we've got important things to do. Last time around, we rescued Professor Russell from the clutches of the Intelligence Division, who had been attempting to stage a coup this entire time. Oh, we got more. We got plot. I should have done this before. Plot stuff. In any case, the Royal Guard is being put under arrest for treason because the Intelligence Division has set up their coup with Colonel Alan Richard at the head of it all. Everything he's done so far, seeming like such a nice guy, it's been to serve his own ends and put himself in place as the de facto ruler of Liberl. But he hasn't seized power just yet. And it looks like Chloe's on the run. So, hopefully she doesn't get captured by Mr. Richard here. Mr. Richard and his goons. And Chloe is obviously a bit more than she's letting on. In any case, it's 1 versus 8. That's not an easy fight. Or, you know, she'll be fine. Julia's a beast after all. Looks like Sig's looking after Julia. So Chloe's all alone. Nope. Security might be lighter, but they still have airships. And she's caught. This isn't good. Hey, Chronozen, how's it going? Are you excited for dramatic plot twists and exciting events? She's hot, and she's also, you know, captured, so woohoo. And what's this handsome fellow doing at the Erebonian embassy? How'd he get here so fast? That they do. Well, it's our first time meeting Mueller-Vander here. And you can see he's basically the no-nonsense tough guy to Olivier's whimsical, flirty Bart. Don't hide behind such base profanities. Your lips spit venom, but the fire in your eyes showed the depths of worry that drove you onward to my side. Love, it is truly blind. No more words, dear Mueller. Fly. Fly to my embrace. Nice, nice. Should probably just go for it. If you got an idea in mind, go nuts. Yes, like sane people. What news, my lord? Oh, God. Don't be like that, brother. Give a man some information. Lay it on me, man. Such a clown. Just stop opening your mouth and making sounds come out of it. Oh, the guild branches in the Empire are being attacked one after another. And, apparently the person, Mueller's looking for has been investigating that. Yep, so no military force has been attacking the guild. So, it's probably Jaegers. Oh, Danmachi. I'm a few episodes behind. I don't know if I should catch up. It got really boring to me, so I dropped it. So, as you can see, these guys are being super cryptic, but, Olivier is, planning to play a role on this stage, that is Liberal's coup. And, you know, he's not so subtly hinting that, this is supposed to be Cassius Bright's tale, but it seems like Estelle and Joshua will be taking the lead instead. Yeah, it's almost like we're JRPG protagonists or something. Final chapter. Turmoil in the Royal City. But we were able to get the professor out of Leiston Fortress safely, and with Agate and Tita on the run protecting him, we've got an important mission from him. Fair, fair. I mean, that's like 40% of the reason to watch most animes these days. So, anyway, the professor's giving us a mission. We need to go see the queen, tell her, hey, your guy in charge of the intelligence division's taking over the army and, kidnapping your granddaughter, and also, you know, he's gonna take over the world or some shit. So, keep your eyes out for that. And since there's no evidence of our involvement, we're free to go to Grancel, no problem. Yeah, it's almost like this is a JRPG or something. Yeah, let's try to take the airship to Grancel, if we can. And of course, being a member of the Bracer Guild, airship travel's free. And for our troubles, we also got a recommendation from the Zeiss branch. And since we didn't get caught, we get the maximum amount of BP, all the mirror we can get, and we're up to Junior Bracer First Class. And we receive another Gladiator belt for our troubles. They're nice enough to give you the 2 best accessories in the game, you know, for the last 2 ranks you get. So, no more quests on the guild board, so we don't have anything left to do in Zeiss. But take the airship out, is what I normally would say, but always make sure to check General Goods Store. See if they got a copy of the new newspaper. They do not. Alright then, let's just go ahead and head to the landing port. Got nothing urgent to do here. So talk to the man in charge. Of course, I'm gonna save just in case. So we got our docking papers. We just need to keep them for when we're ready to board. Oh, what does Antoine want? I mean, he's a cat. He could want anything. Anyway, our collaborator is also safe as well for getting us into the fortress without a hitch. Oh, it's the airship receptionist. Apparently the airship's just going to be arriving a few hours late. Oh. Looks like they've grounded all the ships while the military is conducting inspections. So, probably means airships aren't a safe place to be right now. Yeah, so rather than wait for the airship to come, be inspected by the military, deal with all that crap, we're just gonna hoof it, take the highway out. So, we gotta cancel our boarding passes. And there's not even a cancellation fee. What kind of nonsense is that? Anyway, with the military hot in our tails, we need to get out of here, because, we don't want to deal with the military in the middle of a coup. Jeez. Lieutenant got here fast. So, that's basically how we get to Gransel. But guess what? Now there's something you can miss. So, head all the way back to the Airletton checkpoint. I know we're on the run, and we gotta hurry. But, we gotta get the missable items. And this is the only time in the game you can get this item, so... You want to talk about dick moves? He's definitely up there. Luckily for us, Cloak Quartz is our boon companion on this long and winding road. So we want to find a certain person in here. I don't remember which one it is. I think it's Orda. I just don't know where he's hiding. There he is. And apparently somebody left a book behind, so we're just gonna take it off his hands. It's Chapter 8 of Carnelia. I really should show off the chapters of it when I get a chance to. You know what? Before we deal with anything in the nitty-gritty and get out of this tunnel, I'll show it off. Yeah. You gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Yeah, because I haven't actually checked out the last few chapters of Carnelia in a while. Actually, not since chapter 4, actually. So we got some reading to do. Chapter 4, Human Fodder. Sister Carnelia spoke to me in a tender tone as she sent a wave of immense pain rushing through the whole of my right hand. "I won't have any trouble with you now, will I, Toby?" she asked. Far from eyes just brimming with tears, I nodded my head in consent as the salty streams of water ran down my face. Satisfied with my answer, she loosened her grip, and I felt the pain vanish, as if it had all been some sort of illusion. With a wry smile, she further added, "Don't get me wrong, Toby. I've been sent here to protect you by the goddess herself." That's what she said while instructing me to keep my eyes focused on what lay beyond the window glass. Yet, there was something about the way she pronounced the last syllable of my name that really rubbed me the wrong way. Little by little, the line of passengers slowly began to flow out of the train car. Prodded on by Sister Carnelia, I inched forward while keeping my gaze on the platform through the passenger car window. Down the stairs which led to the front ticket gate were the figures of those men from earlier this morning, the 3 thug-like passengers who had been loitering near the large horsehead emblem of tile at the Imperial Station. A muffled laugh echoed from her throat as she, too, noticed them. "Well, isn't this a warm reception party you've got going on?" Cocking my head, I quietly pleaded, "Give me back my orb mint!" Sister Carnelia said nothing. Members of the crew bid us farewell as we stepped through the exit to disembark the train onto the lead-colored platform below. Angrily, I thought to myself, "Damn it, what's wrong with these fools? Can't they see what's going on?" I shut my eyes halfway to protect them from the drizzle whipping against my face, and I unhurriedly descended the wet set of stairs, a half pace at a time. Sister Carnelia moved along behind me at precisely the same length of stride. Below, the group of thugs waited expectantly at the bottom of the staircase. Waited for me, no doubt. Contemplating the rate at which I was going, I ultimately believed it was only a matter of time before I would be handed over to the enigmatic group. I caught sight of their soured faces as the distance between us grew smaller, and felt the heat of my left hand tightly gripping my bag grow in intensity until my palm began to sweat profusely. Hitting the midway point on the stairs, Sister Carnelia suddenly whispered in my ear, "Keep your eyes on the ground, Toby." I did as I was told and cast my gaze down upon the tips of my boots, stained to a darker shade by the rainwater. And right at the moment I let out my breath, I felt a deep sense of pressure just below my shoulder blades as I was forcefully shoved forward. Droplets flew from my saturated fingers, and my world turned upside down as I tumbled down the stairs and slammed back first into the group of hoodlums. With a muffled crunch, I felt the painful sensation of my ribs crumple under the weight of my body, then return to normal from their severely compressed states. Two of the seemingly military men who were hit as I toppled down the stairs, like an avalanche unleashed upon a pair of young saplings, absorbed the transfer force and were thrown into a large puddle collecting on the ground nearby. Shrieks erupted from startled passengers nearby, more shrill than the high-pitched sound of the railway brakes from a decelerating locomotive. As my world spun wildly about me, I lay there, the chill of the tiles seeping into my back. With concerted effort, I rolled my eyes to the left where my arm remained in an outstretched state. By some act of the goddess, I had managed to keep my tight five-finger grip on the bag I had been carrying. In an effort to get up, I slid into a prostrate position, keeping my chin in contact with the ground. Making a low visual sweep of the vicinity as if my life depended on it, I noticed the military-like physiques of the men had vanished from view. The only figure I saw standing above me now on the platform was that of Sister Carnelia. And on her shoulder, as if she were merely hefting a sack of grain, was one of the men. Turning in the direction where the train sat in its motionless state, she lobbed the unfortunate man down onto a set of empty rail tracks below. By this time, I had risen to one knee while keeping the other planted firmly on the ground in a half-standing position. The world in front of me was still swaying, undulating in my wavering eyesight. My head slowly rocked back and forth with it as the double vision of Sister Carnelia's boots approached me. Then, with a strong grip, she tugged on my hand. For some strange reason or another, when she did this, I failed to notice the unpleasant feeling that her hand wrapped tightly around my broughts. "Let's go, Toby," she instructed in an authoritative voice. Nearly dragging me, she pulled me to my feet, and before long we were hightailing it out of there. The onlookers made quite a commotion as they moved hastily out of the way in a determined attempt not to be caught in the middle of our flight path. The bag in my left hand swung helplessly, knocking against my thigh. After clearing the ticket gate, Sister Carnelia finally let go of my hand, but a sickening, slippery sensation came with it. Looking over at her, I realized that the stomach-churning, slimy feeling on my hand had come from the bright red blood which had stained both of hers. I peered back over my shoulder in the direction of the platform as I continued to run, but the figures of those three men who had been waiting for me at the station were nowhere to be found. Yeah, so Carnelia fucked them up. That's what she does. She fucks people up. Anyway, you can enjoy the next chapter later, when I feel like it. Because, you know, as much fun as it would be to read through 50 pages of text, we got more exciting things to do. So, with the book in tow, we can go ahead and head out now. We want to take the east exit onto the Ritter Roadway. Ritter Roadway. The Ritter Roadway. It's fun to say. Normally I turbo this, but I only have one hand free. We want to head towards the Sanctum Gate here, so it's not too far out of our way. We've been here a few times already. Yep, the Onnenberg Wall completely surrounds the Gransel region. It also is a tourist attraction. Aww. So Estelle's aware of her feelings, but Joshua's still, you know, willfully dense about the whole thing. You can talk to Wayne here, get our paperwork done. A date? No. We're family. martial arts competition, and they start this afternoon. How dare you loiter while you're on duty? Oh no, is there a problem with us being bracers? The professor, no, he... Of course it sounds suspicious. Yikes. Apparently these terrorists are disguising themselves as bracers, too. Oh. Professor Alba, what's he doing here? Well, we're rather fortunate. Yeah, no hard feelings for being cops. Fortunately, Estelle's not really good at playing along with these things. The situation and the imagery. How did he know about the situation at the Carnelia Tower? Anyway, the professor's on the way to the capital after checking out every single tower in the Liberal Kingdom. So, we scholars of the humanities all have financial issues. That's the life, all right. I mean, yeah, the professor might need some help, and it lends credence to our "we're escorting the professor to the capital" cover story. Anyway, nothing new in the mess hall here. And warrant officer's apologizing. You can rest if you need to. Shouldn't need to. And of course, you know, guards are apologizing for doing their jobs, but, I mean, as guards do. And we're off. Enjoy the scenic Royal Avenue of Grancel. Rather than head directly to Grancel City, we're gonna continue along the Urbe scenic route. Or attempt to. And of course soldiers are like, how dare you be on the highways? Don't you have things to be doing? And apparently the Irby Scenic Villa is off limits, wherever that is. So, we can't go anywhere near there. And they're giving us a not-so-friendly reminder to not get in their way. Oh, Professor. Estelle, come on, you've got people following you. You've literally got Professor Alba following you. Okay, I lied, I'm going north. And keep your eyes out for treasure while you're on the new scene, on the new routes. Make sure nothing untowards happens to you. Anyway, that's Grancel right there. But we actually have a date with Garoon Gate, so let's head over there instead. As you can see, there's a nice big old circle of highway in Grancel here, so you can find yourself lost if you're not paying attention. Anyway, we want to find Private Selborne here, because he has another book for us. Apparently, this guy saw a strange girl with glasses on the highway earlier. The only strange girl with glasses we know is Dorothy, so what the hell is she doing here? Oh god, why would they do that to me? Apparently this is the first time every place in Liberals has heightened security since the 100 Days War. So, that's not ominous at all. And all the customers have taken off. As customers do. Nothing in the boxes. And that takes us to Roland, so we're not going to head there. But let's see what this person has in their shop. Nothing I don't already have, but I might as well pick those up while I'm here. Oops, that's the inn. I want to go up the stairs. Seriously, where the hell are you hiding, Selborne? Are you Selborne? There we go. Yep, you literally have to go as far out of your way as possible to get this. Okay. And we got another chapter of the book, so... What? What's that? We should catch up and read another chapter of Carnelia? Oh, yeah, sure. Chapter 5, Emissary of the Sabbath. I sat staring at a partially melted lump of butter on a stack of cold pancakes. Picking up a fork, I poked at them. After turning the top one over, I dabbed the milky yellow substance between the rubbery layers. In doing so, my interest in what sat atop my plate faded to nil. A hanging lamp dangled overhead, making a sporadic buzzing sound as its honey-colored light flickered, creating jittery shadows and distorting my vision within the inn. The pouring rain outside didn't appear as if it would let up any time soon either. Bringing my face closer to the window, I peered through the film of water flowing down the outside of the glass as I tried to make out the dimly lit avenue. Although the station house sat right at the end of the road from where we were lodged, all that was visible was the side of the structure obscured by a shadow which prevented me from being able to see the platform. There's nothing to be worried about, said Sister Carnelia as she returned, wiping her hands with a handkerchief as white as newly driven snow. Stretching the square strip of cloth out, she sat down and placed it neatly upon her lap like a napkin. Then, in a reassuring tone, she added, "We've seen the last of them for a while." Watching the tips of her fingers move as she smoothed out the wrinkles in the piece of fabric resting on her legs, I was hit with a sudden flashback, reviving the awful sight and coppery scent of the sticky blood which had covered those hands not more than a few hours before. "How can you be so certain?" I asked, still having more than a few reservations. "'Cause that's how these types of crime syndicates work," she replied, clearly seeming to know all the answers. The waiter came and set a plate in front of Sister Carnelia with a soft clink as the base of the glassy dish tapped lightly against the hard surface of the table. After scooting the meat-laden porcelain plate closer to her, she licked off the sauce now covering the tips of her fingers in an almost sensual way. Sickened by the bloody image already in my mind, now the sauce, I tossed my fork aside and leaned heavily back in my chair. The city outside began to fade in shades of gray, and by the time Sister Carnelia had finished tucking away her steak, it had completely sunk into the darkness of night. I questioned her again. "How can you be so certain that no one will come after us?" Using a piece of black-crusted bread to wipe up the last drops of sauce, she answered, "Because that's how they function. One unit consists of 3 people." Then, if remembering something else important, she added, "The group that was after you? They were Jaeger Corps." Upon hearing this, I recalled seeing some of those men at the landing port some time ago. Only the most renowned and skilled of mercenary groups had the honor of calling themselves a Jaeger Corps, or at least, that's what Micht had told me about them. They were soldiers of fortune who were said to relentlessly follow the flow of Mira wherever that happened to lead, and they would stop at nothing to get at it, even if it meant spilling blood. Warhawks, mercenaries without borders, and a group never to get involved with, is what Micht often had a habit of saying about them. Instinctively, I slid my foot forward and checked the location of my bag with the tip of it. "It's quite simple, really," Sister Carnelia explained as she reached for her dessert. "You, Toby, are carrying something that's apparently got a lot of people on edge, and someone's hired a Jaeger Corps to take you out." "But it's not me they're after, it's what I'm carrying." "It's all the same," she retorted as she gulped down her cup of tea in a single breath. "They're gonna kill the courier before they even think about searching the contents of his bag. A butcher kills a cow before someone grills the steak, not the other way around." Lecturing me all the while, Sister Carnelia took a glossy tallow-handled knife in hand and sliced into her apple pie. The powdered sugar sprinkled lightly on the flaky crust danced under the golden light. I felt a stabbing pain of guilt race through me, just above my gut. Unexpectedly, I began to think about what Micht could be doing at the moment. My short period of rumination was cut short when I saw Sister Carnelia's hand stop cold. Glaring into the darkness, eyes focused and intent like a hunting dog's, she tossed something shiny onto the table and eventually rose to her feet. There it was, my orbment. "Where are you going?" Without pausing to answer my question, Sister Carnelia expeditiously fastened the buckle of her coat. "You've got good taste, Toby." One at a time, she set her heels on the chair and tightened her bootlaces. Using the full capabilities of that orbment is no small feat. I think even most bracers would be in for a real surprise if push came to shove with you in the ring. Growing ever more impatient, I asked again, "So where exactly is it that you're going?" "It's none of your concern," said the answer. "Suffice to say, I will be seeing you again on the morrow." And with that, Sister Carnelia disappeared through the door of the women's restroom. As if exchanging places, 2 other men entered the restaurant. They walked directly to the table at which I sat and stood before me. Flashing the emblem on his chest and without making any sort of eye contact, one of the men said, "We're with the Bracer Guild, and I apologize for disturbing you in the middle of your evening meal, but you'll need to come with us." So we'll check some of the other chapters later. Anyway, where the hell am I going? I guess just to Grantsel. I have nothing else to pick up. And I really should get into a fight or two just to show off some of the enemies in this area. I mean, I'm also lagging behind in levels, and enemies are actually doing damage to me now, so Maybe I should, play like I'm actually playing the game now that I'm in the last chapter of it. See, enemies don't die in one hit now. They die in two. Also, I just wanted to get to level 23 so I can get that as an S-break. Because that's our first multi-target S-break. Or, well, first one for Stellar Joshua. Which means, fights should go a little bit easier now that I have more, crowd clearing options. Anyway, Gransel's right over here, so... Welcome to Gransel. The biggest city in Liberal. According to other games, the population is about 300,000 people. Obviously, we won't be running into that many people. But yeah, main sights to see: the castle to the north, the cathedral to the northwest, the Grand Arena to the east, and the embassies to the northeast. And they also have a history museum. So, that's where Professor Alba's going. I mean, we've got business of our own to take care of. We need to check in with the Bracer Guild. Yeah, that's gonna be a real challenge. How are a couple of kids gonna get an audience with your majesty? Anyway, let's check the shops, check anything they've got there. You know what? And just talk to random people. South block's where the Bracer Guild is, as well as all the shops. North block is the hotel. West block is the Grand Cathedral. The office of the Liberal News, that's somewhere we'll be heading. And then the East block has embassies, arenas, general goods stuff as well, so. As you can see, the honeymooners, Armand and Ellie, are having a wonderful time, and now they're in Gransel. This guy can't operate his popcorn shop because his register's not working. Anyway. Sepith is at a premium now, so you can sell it for a whole swack of Mira if you don't have a whole swack of Mira to begin with. And I'm just checking through here, see if there's any quartz I don't have. Like Freeze. Or Confuse, which is in Fire Elemental and not Mirage. Man, these were some fun times, right? Apparently I don't have a shield too, either. Weird. Anyway, you just want to sense all the quartz you don't have, because there is an achievement for having all the quartz. And that's where they would handle orbment repair, if that was the thing in this game. Anyway, we want to go find a general goods store somewhere. Nothing in here we need. Again, we've got best weapons, best armor, all that sort of stuff. And we don't have business at the Bracer Guild just yet. We will soon, but not yet. Anyway, check places for recipes, you know, the usual stuff. Yeah, a whole lot's been going down, and we're in the center of all of it. It's almost like we're JRPG protagonists or something. Anyway. There's a market in the East Block where you can buy random goods and stuff. So make sure to go check those out. Like the Sundries Corner, where you can find the next copy of the Liberal News, which isn't in Zeiss yet. But it is in Gransel now, so... And you can see that they're selling Firefly Fungus here, which they don't sell anywhere else. So, just if you're looking to sort out your recipes and stuff, this is a good place to find everything you need. Well, I'll get more. I mean, I'm not doing anything else with my hundreds of thousands of Mira. There's also an accessory shop here. If there's anything you're missing, you want to pick up. That's kind of why I have a whole set of Lily necklaces, because I needed them for various reasons. Anyway, I'm going to put that new gladiator belt on Joshua, while I remember to do that. It does slightly more for you than the gladiator headband, and auto CP is better than extra CP per hit. Where else do I need to go? You know what, I'm just going to check the news article, and I'm going to head to the Bracer Guild. City shaken over possible sedition conspiracy. So yeah, they're just basically talking about, hey, the Royal Guard's under arrest. And many of the members of the Royal Guard are currently on the run. The villa's on lockdown. And people are really suspicious about what's going on. Because there's no evidence of these claims. And people of society are worried about the festivities for the birthday celebration. And it appears the Queen's fallen ill. And since Princess Claudia is attending to the needs of her grandmother, Duke Dunan's gonna be assuming all official duties? Oh jeez, that's not good. This is another piece of depressing news for all peace-loving citizens. And there's also a little bit about the martial arts competition. And it appears to be, appears there's going to be teams of 4 instead of teams of 2. And the sudden modification is, getting competitors scrambling. Although one person is, intent to do it alone. The solitary challenger from the Republic. Will he make it through the preliminaries? And who could this solitary person from the Republic possibly be? Anyway, we can't go to the Erebonian Embassy. There's also the Calvard Embassy. We can't go there either. And this is the Grand Arena. We're not allowed to go in here just yet. Well, we can buy a ticket. No, we can't. That's a lie. We need to go, advance the plot before we can do that. So, yeah. That's our fun, son. Let's go check out the Bracer Guild. It looks like there's a team of 4 bracers here. And one of them... Actually, we know 2 of them. Grant's there, as well as Karna. Except they all have portraits, so... Well, let's say hi. Apparently they're in a hurry. They must have some urgent business to take care of. Well, I'm sure we'll see them later. Yep, they're looking to participate in the martial arts competition. That's why they have a team of 4. Anyway, we're officially Grantsville-bound bracers now. And of course Alnon would know him. And since Cassius isn't here, this is making the coup a whole lot easier for the Intelligence Division to work with. And, obviously we know a whole bunch about what's actually going on here. And he's just like, wait, what the hell did you guys do? Yeah, he's just having a hard time believing it. It's not that he doesn't believe it. And since he's so charismatic, it's going to be a real challenge to convince people otherwise. You'll need some actual evidence for that. Yeah, especially since he said ordinarily, obviously meaning these extenuating circumstances that are going on is going to be an issue. So, basically any recommendation letter we have would just be crumpled up. Yeah, there's no easy way to get in. Besides, like, sneaking in, but that seems like a terrible idea. And Joshua's like, okay, but keep your mouth shut about certain details. So, we've got our business. We need to head to the castle proper. And there's no quests at the guild for us. How peculiar. Anyway, easy enough to find the castle. Just march north. It's nestled on the shores of Lake Valeria. And it is a very, very nice looking place. I don't like the city of Grantsville all that much, but the castle is beautiful. Yeah, I don't think getting through that would be an easy task. It's not like a single guy could just punch right through it. No, it'd be a real challenge to get through that, for sure. We're just country folk here on vacation, checking out the castle. We just thought we'd try to catch a glimpse of Her Majesty since we're here. Nice Duke Dunon impression, Joshua. Okay, now smile and act natural. Good afternoon. Welcome to Gransel Castle. Welcome to Corneria. We like swords. Well, at least they're telling us, you know, stuff that we can check out in the newspaper, but apparently the Majesty's been feeling ill recently. Never did like those damn elitist jerks anyways. Oh, jeez. At the very least, they're big Lieutenant Schwartz fans. Someone acting as a proxy, on paper. Literally, on paper. I can't picture someone like him actually making real governmental decisions. Oh, jeez. Even the guards are, like, dissing Duke Dunon. Oh, lucky us. We get to look inside the fortress here. And see who else but Duke Dunon von Osleys. Bah! I've never been so insulted in my life. Tournament should have already begun, and I'm not there. Philip, why didn't you wake me sooner? This is all your fault. Oh, jeez. I'm terribly sorry, Your Grace, but I was merely trying to look after your mental well-being. The last few days you've been in the banquet hall, drinking and singing, consuming exclusively beer and donuts while reading your morning comics. I fear that it should come as no surprise that you overslept. Silence, Philip! I'm not in the mood to listen to your chastisements. As the future king, I can do what I want wherever I want. Bah! Time is short. Come on, we must hurry to the Grand Arena. That's life. We know. Don't even say it. That was His Grace, the Duke, acting proxy for Her Majesty. Wow. Suddenly I fear for the entire country. Ah, his reliable assistant, Colonel Richard. Since the Duke's more of the playboy sort, the Colonel handles all the government affairs. Yep. Ruling by proxy. Well, getting in is going to be even tougher than we thought. So, Colonel Richard's effectively ruling liberal at this stage. You're not supposed to envy the enemy. Well, I guess we can keep an eye on the Duke. Maybe that'll give us a lead into the, lead into getting into the castle. Because, as of right now, we're kind of hooped. It's nice that those guards were so talkative, though. Anyway, that's the Hotel Roenbaum. We don't have business there yet, but we will someday. Anyway, I feverishly check our reports. Because, you know, you don't want to miss quests. And for some reason, Chloe isn't here yet. I wonder why. Couldn't be that she was, captured by Colonel Richard or anything. And it seems like Elnon will let us know if, she arrives, so that's good news at least. But for the time being, we've got business at, the Grand Arena. So let's go watch some big burly men beat the crap out of each other for entertainment purposes. Bad value, but hey, not my money. That's understandable. But whatever, we've got 1,000 mirror lying around. And for some reason, if you didn't have 1,000 mirror lying around, they'd let you run onto the highway and fight monsters until you got up to 1,000 mirror. But really, that shouldn't be an issue at this stage of the game. You literally just got 23,000 from the last 2 quests you did. Anyway, show this man our tickets. And now we can enter at our own discretion. So let's take a look around. Welcome to the Grand Arena. It's a nice, fancy little place. Literally just in time to catch the 7th match. There can't be that many preliminary fights out here. Yes, Duke Non's got the best seats in the house, of course. Seems like a lot of people are interested in watching these fights. The Border Patrol's 2nd Regiment team. Of course, this was originally for just the Guardsmen to fight, but it seems they've added some other divisions from the army to fight in here as well. It used to be individual bouts, but we just read about in the newspaper that Duke Dunon wanted 4-on-4 fights. And, yeah, they were letting bracers compete as well, so let's see how our fellow bracers do against, army soldiers. That's right. We get actual pseudo-combat. Behold the might of AI tactics. Don't use crafts or arts. Just attack. Attack, attack, attack.
Become hard as steel.
Sorry, I'm getting flashbacks to something we'll encounter later. By my arts. There we go. Karna's using arts. And of course, everyone's focusing on the caster, as you do.
By my art. Be calming as ocean waves.
And now the bracers are just showing off their most powerful attacks. Lo and behold, Bracer Guild wins. What else would you expect? Oh, check it out. The Ravens are fighting in the Grand Arena. Doesn't look like any of the guys we know. And, Zin's gonna be fighting alone. 4-on-1. Well, let's see what a Calvard Bracer can do against, a bunch of punks with knives. Alright. Show us how it's done. So, Zin's greatest strength is base tanking. See, he's taking barely any damage from these guys. And can nearly one-shot them in one punch. And also he gets 4 turns in a row. He's kind of bullshit like that. Anyway, this is S-Craft. I didn't get to show this off because obviously I wasn't fighting random encounters to get his craft points high enough to do that. And there we go. Zin wins. Now, I guess it's going to be an 8-team tournament. My dear ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your efforts in today's fine matches. I regret the government affairs forced me to miss the first half of them, but I was here for the second half. What I saw was an exciting and enjoyable display of technique and talent. The distressing news of recent terrorist activities has had an unfortunate impact on Her Majesty's health. But I ask that you take heart. She has entrusted her governmental duties to me, Dunan von Auslees, and I will do all that I can to live up to your expectations. Let's all remember the spirit and enthusiasm we feel during this competition, and recall it in the days ahead. I hope y'all will join tomorrow's no-hold-barred Battle Royale. Yeah, that's the Duke speaking decently to people. Well, at least he can memorize a speech. The winner of this competition will not only receive a prize in Mira, but also get a special gift from me. Grace, what are you doing? Be silent. This is a fine opportunity to show the people how generous I am. The gift is to be a written invitation to a royal court dinner party at Grancel Castle, to be held in 3 days. Sadly, Her Majesty's presence will be missed, but it will be attended by celebrated persons of great renown. Arrangements have been arranged for only the finest royale and noble cuisine to be served. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I can't do this any longer. I'm sorry, everyone. My word. Anyway, for those of you just coming in now, this is Trails in the Sky, and it seems this is our in to get into Grancel Castle. And, hey, this gives it an opportunity for Karna to get that message to Her Majesty. Right, so let's see if we can find Karna and get her to deliver the message for us. Because, well, we know she's a talented racer. She can hold her own. Question is, can she win this competition with powerful dudes like Zin in there? And apparently Zin has made a reputation for himself. Zin the Immovable. Well, the way he fought makes that name apt. Oh, jeez. Apparently he was gonna, just do this one-on-one, but they suddenly made a team competition, which kind of threw him out for lunch. Oh, looks like they all got an idea. Well, hey, this gives us another way in. We can have Karna deliver our message, or we can just win the tournament ourselves. Yeah, with Sherazar busy, Agadon the Lamb, and some of these other guys, they don't have faces, they don't count. And you can't find Cassius either. Yeah, but if you had Zin and Cassius on the same team, you'd be screwed. Alright, so let's go find Zin and join his team. Hopefully. I mean, ultimately it's up to him, but we fought with him before in the Chaldea Tunnel. And we know he can punch real good. And of course, Estelle's like, oh, fuck yes, I can fight in the Grand Tournament. Joshua! Yeah! You're cracked. Think about it. We can be in the martial arts competition. And we get to help Zin in the process. And we get to check out the awesome castle. And the big, final, ultimate, super duper intense battle royale. We can kill 3 birds with 1 stone. Man, Estelle's so excited. You love it. Anyway, we can't leave Zin twisting in the wind. Let's go find him. But yeah, let's go report back to the guild. Let Elnon know and see if we can help him out. Exactly. So Zin's probably going to be either at the bar or at the Calvard Embassy, so makes sense. And, hey, they're even going to cover the cost of our room in a swank hotel. Man, the Bracer Guild is loaded. God damn. Well, I mean, if you're going to insist, we might as well accept your hospitality. Alright. So we have our lodging set for the night, because if we're going to fight in the Grand Arena, we're going to be here for a while. But, luckily for us, the bar's right here. Let's check what's going on. Oh. Somebody's playing music. Ah, if it isn't our favorite musician, Olivier Lenheim. Oh joy, it's Olivier. Still, I always figured his talk of being a traveling musician was a bunch of hot air. He's actually pretty good. I guess he really wasn't kidding, eh? Yeah, I'm kind of in shock. We saw him playing on the lute earlier. We know he has talent. In any case, that was a lovely piece. That was a little number I call Amber Amour. It was originally a simple interlude in an opera house, whose name doesn't matter. I have infused it with the power of love and devotion, and invite you all to tip your ears and drink deep of that power. I take it all back, he's just a weirdo. Now I feel a little dirty for letting the song get to me. Nice to see you again, Olivier. What brings you to the Royal City? I could little resist the pull of this place. You drew me here as surely as the sirens' fallen tears are swept from the rivers to the seas. So here I stand, my raven-topped highness, reunited with you at last. You really haven't changed at all. That's enough out of you. If I have to be subjected to this, let us at least sit down for a minute. Acting all smug and dandy, totally oblivious to how tactless you are. Oh, my dear Estelle, how I've missed that obstinate irritability you so thoroughly embody. Weren't you and Sheriff supposed to be going to Roland? When did you get here? About a month ago, I believe. After we parted company, Cher and I spent a short yet blissful time in Roland. But alas, the overwhelming spirit of wanderlust that courses through my veins eventually got the better of me. 'Twas all I could do to pull away from weeping, darling Shera, to protect her from being swept away to this blazing, dazzling wonder. What amazes me is that you can actually say that with a straight face. I'm betting that she drank you under the table every night until you finally decided to run off with your tail between your legs. And then you'd figure you'd try your luck at drinking with Ina, right? Haha. But you didn't know about Ina, did you, Olivier? She's one of Cher's closest friends. Works the information desk at the Roland branch. And as far as drinking goes, she's the only person I've ever seen who could outdo Shera. Oh, come now, dear Estelle. I've never met this person you speak of. This Ina? Absolutely not. You might want to try that again, only this time without your voice cracking. Okay, Estelle, enough teasing. I'm sure it was a very trying time for him. An affinity for spirits greater than even Shera. Hateful inebriation. Why dost thou arm thy darkest agents with smiles so alluring? Flashback much? And so begins the tale of Ina, Olivier's most tragic ballad. Indeed. Anyway, you've come after completing your tour of the surrounding regions, I presume? Mayhap you've seen something of interest? Oh, we've seen a lot of stuff, but it's not easy to just sum up in a few words. Besides, we're kind of looking for someone, so maybe we can catch up another time. Oh, and might I inquire to whom it is you wish to find? His name's Zin. He's here from the Calvard Republic to participate in the martial arts competition. We know he spends a good amount of time in the local bars, so maybe you've met him. Ah, yes, I recall him. Large as a bear, with a disposition not to match, thankfully. I have borne witness to his countenance on several occasions, but alas, today has yet to bear any sign of him. So in other words, he hasn't been to the bar yet. Odds are he's here at the Calvardian Embassy, then. Then shall we proceed there at once? How is it a matter of course for you to come with us? Oh, please don't be so cruel. Beyond my uses as a traveling companion, I also wish to assist in the manhunt. Unless, of course, you two want to be alone. What? Oh my. Such an unsophisticated child. But when you blossom to your full potential, you shall be a woman to be reckoned with. And quite a desirable one, I'd wager. Huh? What are you trying to say? Well... Hiya! Ah! What the? Sir, speak to me! No good. He's not waking up. Estelle? You know, no matter how angry someone makes you, you're not allowed to brain them. Especially not in public. It's all flash, no impact. I didn't do any real damage. Seems that Estelle is a very shy individual. Well, he doesn't seem to be hurt. Okay, let's get back to searching. We don't have time to mess around. Let's just go to the embassy, okay? Okay, so why is she mad at me? Let's check on our good buddy Olivier. He is, down for the count. Right, orange, yellow, gold, periwinkle. Look at all the colors. Such beauty. I will be with you always. I will be true to you always. Olivier's such a treat. He's such a delight. Such a handsome boy. Such a good and handsome boy. Let's go find Zin. In any case, we haven't had any special ice cream yet. Oh. I haven't had any special ice cream yet. God damn it. I knew I was missing a few recipes here and there, but, and of course, it's 1000 HP, 25 CP, so ends up being pretty useful. And as long as you eat the recipe, you get it, so. This is the second orbital power clock. Where's the first one? It's not in, Roland, is it? With one notable exception, of course. Every time he goes and causes trouble, the parties involved all come complaining to me. Oh, I think we know who that is. Anyway, the Calvard Embassy is actually at the south end of the East Block, so... Let's talk to Private Tact here. It's a very fitting name. We actually met the man. First time I did, I almost peed myself. I was like, holy crap, he ain't a man, he's a grizzly! Aww. Big brother's in. And apparently he stepped out. Looks like he's, going to a meditation place. Yeah, he's on the Urbe Scenic Route. Okay. Sounds like a good place to train as well. Yeah, make sure not to head to the Urbe Royal Villa because the army is using it for the anti-terror division. And, yeah, we want to avoid it altogether. Luckily, this guy's nice enough to say, hey, you know, might not be a good idea to be wandering around there. No sense in having civilians get in the way of military affairs, if it's at all possible. Still no quests. Well, that was a lot of talking. Let's make it save. We haven't done that in a while. Also, Dr. Pepper. God damn it. I need to get more Dr. Pepper. Ugh. Whatever. On with the show. The show must go on. Anyway, I forget exactly where I'm going here, but I think I just want to take this path south. Also, I'm trying to keep my eye out for treasure chests. I don't remember where stuff is on here. But you typically think there'd be a few lying around here somewhere. So, welcome to the Urbe Scenic Route. Paved road through the forest. The Grants lights. And apparently there's pretty strong monsters in the area, so we shouldn't let our guards down. And by shouldn't let our guards down, I mean we're gonna go check them out. Yeah, sure. Actually, hit 3 is a terrible idea right now. Let's get some actual things with actual spells we can use. Oh, I thought I was gonna hit both of them. Never mind.
We're good to go.
Look at all this lovely experience we're getting. Good stuff, Joshua. Ooh. Right. They got that little trick to them, and they hit pretty hard, so... be on your guard. Anyway, yeah, I think this is about it for all the combat I'll be showing in the area, unless we run into, like, bosses or something. I just wanted to get my CP up a little before I continued on. Don't mind me. And I mean, you can see that I'm getting quite a bit of experience from these fights, so... just goes to show that, you know, skipping a bunch of fights will eventually leave you underleveled. Even if you are just fighting bosses and stuff. In case, we want to make sure we dipsy-doodle into every little alcove. Because there's treasure to be had. Like the Deathblow 2 quartz, which is not very good. It's one-shot instant death to an enemy, doesn't work on bosses, and then it breaks. So, it's pretty useless in that regard. Anyway, the Urbe Royalville is over there, but obviously we can't head in that direction, so we'll want to try to avoid that if possible. Oh. Somebody's in trouble. Oh, geez. What the hell's a nun doing on the roads like this? In case these guys got the drop on us. And they seem to have a hankering for Estelle's blood. Jesus Christ, Estelle. Hit some of them, please. Oh no, don't walk that way. Alright. Show off what Black Fang does, because, we don't want our random sister getting in trouble here.
That's that then. Let's move out.
There we go. That wasn't too bad. It was just a lot harder because it was a escort mission. Okay, this is Sister Ellen. Well, I'm glad we could help her out. She's looking for medicinal herbs. Oh, more of these guys. And hey, look who it is. The Bug Puncher himself. Anyway, we still got a defense mission here, so be on your guard. Anyway, these guys are gonna get closer to me by the time I cast my spells, so... Yeah, you want to taunt all these guys. Get them focused on Zin. Try to get them all focused on Zin. Hopefully that drags them all into White Gehenna here. As you can see, he can take the hits fairly well. So we're gonna have Estelle. Instead of just hitting them, I'm gonna try to hit them into White Gehenna here, to the best of my abilities, anyway. Anyway, Joshua's up to 100 CP, so Black Fang. He's gonna bail you out of a lot of situations.
That's that then. Let's move out.
And Estelle got a new level and a new S-Craft, so we're gonna set Barrage as her S-Break. Yep. Whoa. Who's the pretty lady? She with you? She single? Oh, Sin. I'm just making an objective observation. What's Kill have to do with this anyway? Oh my. Well, at least we know Zin's weak point. Pretty ladies. Highly suspicious behavior. I think you're terrorists. I'll leave you be, just this once. Estelle, shush. Adults are talking here. Jeez, what a bunch of assholes. Can't trust anyone in the military. They're only suit if you ask me. Apparently they have a team in the martial arts competition as well. Anyway, we got fast travel to the inn here rather than getting to explore the scenic route further, because I didn't realize that was the goddamn point where you get thrown into the thing, but yeah, whatever, it's fine. There's more treasures on that scenic route if you go around the other way, but you know, we'll get those in time, I guess. And Estelle really wants to throw down anyway. I don't know why you just don't tell Zin that we're trying to win so we can get into the party. And he's just gonna say, yeah, go right ahead. You guys are bracers, and we know you've done a good job, so, hey, welcome aboard. Yep. That's straight out of the Art of War there, Zin. And of course, Shara's busy, Agate's busy, can't get Cassius to fight for us. I just wonder, who could our fourth member possibly be? Speak of the devil and he shall come. And here I was, thinking you might never see your way clear to asking. Ah. Enter the pervert, stage left. Don't tell me you're hiding out upstairs. Indeed, I heard every tragic syllable, and therefore it seemed the appropriate time to make an appearance. Replace no with can't get rid of, and that about covers it. Barely know him, too. Many call me Olivier Lenheim, the wandering minstrel from Erebonia. It was Estelle and Joshua's pleasure to make my acquaintance on an earlier case. And ever since, we seem to keep running into each other. The Path of Wushu. Yeah, they were all rank amateurs. You have a lot of spare time on your hands. You say that I haven't changed, good Joshua. You were ever one for the pointed questions. It's been nearly a month since I came to Gransel, and I've traveled the length and breadth of the city, enjoying all the sights, except the castle. Those boorish soldiers would not allow me to pass. To be certain, there are other places I'd like to visit, but I could not bear to leave with the birthday celebrations so close. In other words, you're bored. Now, what is this talk of being a man short that I happen to overhear? I have heard that the winner of this competition will be invited to an extravagant dinner party. And surely this can only be divine providence. Yeah, pretty much what we figured you were thinking. Oh man, Olivia is my favorite. Such a good boy. Yeah, I mean, having a ranged option, someone who can cast arts at a whim, seems pretty good. I presume you could tell from my walk and the musculature of my shoulders. That and the way your eyes move. Martial artists and swordsmen each have distinct ways they track their surroundings. You track for a specific point on any possible target. It's characteristic of someone who's familiar with small arms. Man, Zin is well clued in. Well, we've got 4. The Wandering Musician of Love and the Grizzly Bear Bracer. We've sure joined some interesting people. Anyway, we should check on our room while we're waiting around. And we have room 202 to ourselves. Seems like a fancy swag thing, but let's bug everyone else first. Looks like they're having some girl talk about some debaucherous man. And this guy's amped for the Grand Arena tournament. We'll put on a good show for him, I'm sure. Her brother has a hotel. I wonder who her brother could be. I don't recall. And it looks like Armand and Ellie are out to enjoy an evening stroll together. Their relationship's really advanced from where they first started in the prologue. That's our room, so we'll check there last. Okay, nothing in there, so we'll check there now. Hey, this is a nice, cozy room. It's got a nice bathroom. No toilet, though. You have to share a room with a boy. At least you don't have to share a bed with him. It just occurred to me that this might be a little weird. But, we are family, right? Aw. It's like it's completely changed things, because that's what Estelle was saying at the beginning. You're just so you. Not all that serious or painful. It's just, I'm trying to sort my feelings out. I like that she can still be direct even though she's struggling with her feelings. Again, part of the reason why Estelle's so great. What's on my heart? Or mind? Nothing. Northing. Well. Have yourselves a good night. Looks like Zin's all ready to go. Good morrow, my dear companions. What is that aroma? Battle? Conflict? No. Victory! Oh, what an enchanting perfume this time of day. You just deliberately time your entrances like this. So we should warm up before heading to the Grand Arena proper. And we need to, work on our teamwork together. So, Olivier and Zin have officially joined our party. would help if I could get into my orbment slots, please. So, max out Olivier's stuff as best you can. He's a caster, so you want to, you know, put good spells on him. The usual. Spells, good casting abilities. Make sure he has White Gehenna, naturally. And, yes, having a bit of defense seems like a solid plan. Zin, on the other hand, you want to basically upgrade his health 2, defense 2, attack stuff into actual useful things. I've got a shit ton of mute quartzes for some reason. I think Petrify is the best out of these. I don't have an action 3, do I? No. Okay, that's fine. Give him shield 3. As you can see, it gives him a whole bunch of arts defense compared to what he would normally have, which is not a lot because they don't give you a lot of arts defense early on in these games. Like, seriously, Joshua and Estelle only have 25, and our caster only has 19. But also, we want to fix their equipment as well. Give them the best guns you got, best armor, that sort of thing. You don't want to mess around with the daily stuff, but the long barrel's good on Olivier. And because he's your caster, having mute prevention is probably the best thing you can have for him. In Zin's case, protect from as many bad status effects as you can. The big ones being sleep, faint, seal, blind. You know, basically things that will stop him from punching. Stuff like burn and poison is fine, because he can take a lot of hits. Right, I should actually give him weapons. Anyway, you'll be very well equipped for arts with that. Okay. Again, full party. Means, hey, let's save. Right. So, now that we got a full party, we can actually check in with the Bracer Guild and, oh. For some reason I thought, hey, let's go check in with the Bracer Guild. But no. Yep, I guess we're going right into combat, I suppose. Cool. I thought, for some reason I thought there was things you could do here, like fight and stuff, and no, but... Anyway, also... Sorry. Circle to get into here. Levels. Zin's 33, Olivier's 30. We're 24 and 23, so yeah. You can see we're lagging behind quite a bit. We're supposed to be a little bit behind them, but not that far behind this stage of the game. Well, whatever. I'm not sure if I'll be alright for this, but we'll see what happens. At least we only have to fill out a few forms. Trill the extra E and don't spare the spittle. You need not bother with that postscript, your diction sings. If you wish to know more, however, I'm happy to teach you the proper reading. Perhaps over tea? Alright, so no changes or substitutions. Gotta like what you gotta get. Yeah, we received the registry card. So, we're ready to go. Let's fight. Are you ready for a day of hot action? How much time do I have in this video? Sorry. I'm not quite at 2 hours. Okay, cool. Sorry. Let's keep going. Bring it on! We're gonna be waiting in the blue team room. So, let's head over there. Do you ever do anything other than relaxing? Oh, it's the Ravens. I guess they had more than one team in. So that's where all their guys with different colored hair were. Apparently they made it to the prelims, so we didn't get to see them fight, but hey. And they're here to talk trash, and Estelle's like, oh, good job, guys, you did it, good job. And they're like, shit, we were all hyped up for this, now what? Oh, I love that. But what the hell? That's just rude. Estelle's the greatest. I'm impressed that she's so nonchalant about her own talents. Did I miss something? Estelle, more like Bestel. Jeez, Dukenon's not even here. Oh, there he is. Probably just took his sweet time getting there. And judging by the teams in here, looks like we won't be fighting the Bracer team. That's good news, at least. So, we need to talk to everybody in the room. Got a couple of guys from the army, so we'll check out on them. He's dying to do some killing. This is for fun, guys. Yeah, try not to lose your eyes. Don't you dare try to break my focus or I will kick you! Looks like these guys are from the Hawken Gate. These guys have some encouraging words for us. Force yourself to breathe slow and deep, and you'll find yourself becoming a new person. Too bad. We'll get a chance to fight you guys later. Maybe. And Zin's just excited for a good fight. Quick, hand me a glass that I may catch this feeling and drink deep its bitter malt. Oh, Olivier. Alright. Well, let's get right to the fray. Welcome to the Grand Arena. The Elite Eight. Who will be fighting first? No, it's Kurt's team. Against the Royal Army's Cavalry. Do they get to bring their horses? If they don't get to bring their horses, it's not going to be too hard of a fight for our bracers. any case, you get more of these hot AI action fights. Man, these tactics though. Kurt, what the hell are you doing? Man, that's one hell of a buff.
By my art. Not as you appear.
Alright guys, stop playing around. Piece of cake. I think you're exaggerating just a bit. No, we won't be fighting them today, so nothing to worry about. And looks like we're up second. And we get to fight the Ravens. Excellent. Anyway, you can talk to everyone in here again. Well, these army guys seem pretty hyped. Knock them dead, or down. Well, nothing wrong with wanting an ice cream after these fights. Alright, let's go. Well, let's see what these guys got. Alright. Nice of them to sit in a line like that, but, basically, these guys got a whole lot stronger. Up to 3,000 health or so each. So, do your best.
Hey, over here! What? Yella?
Once again, you want to draw them to attacking Zin, because he takes pretty much no damage from these guys. We'll have Olivier focus on dealing damage with arts, as well as Estelle. Oh. And here I thought they were going to play nice. No, they're going to keep doing shakedown on me. Not that that does anything if you're not going to hit me, but I appreciate the attempt at least. Anyways, they're all in line for a nice little flicker here. So let's delay them to oblivion, shall we? Anyway. Zin, please. Zin, please hit them. Anyway, Olivier is going to do a lot of work with his moves there, so just let him go to town. As you can see, Barrage is basically Pummel but stronger, rather than being a straight upgrade to range like Black Fang is. Anyway, we got the chump out of the way. So, the one you want to focus most of your attention on is actually this red-haired guy, because he can revive his allies if you're not cognizant of what he's doing. But anyway, these guys are going to go down pretty quickly here. Would have been quicker if that hit. Yeah, that was an instant death move. You thought these guys had some bullshit. You were right. Jesus Christ, this is what happens when you can't fucking hit your shit, Estelle. Alright, whatever. So yeah, they all revive to full. They're super annoying. And here I thought I was doing fine. Things are fine. No. Instant death kill Zane. That's fair. Sorry, Zin. Whatever. Flicker these assholes. Get rid of the guy charging his move. Try to white Gehenna them if possible. Oh. I was hoping that would finish them. Oh my god. Why did they revive to full? What reason did they possibly have for that? So obviously you want to try to kill them all at once if possible. Otherwise you get this stupid holding pattern. So they can all revive each other. And they can all buff each other. Sorry. You thought this was gonna be fun and easy? No. No, you can't. You can't get fun and easy. Anyway, the plan here is to slowly get Joshua up to Black Fang. Still, can't get a spell in before they do that, so just Hurricane. Alright. This should be good. Fuck. Alright, no more fucking around.
Let me show you the true essence of beauty.
Olivier, finish it off. Because Red Hair is just going to revive his party again, and then we're doing this whole bullshit over and over again.
Enjoy the show.
We don't even get that much experience from it. Like, really. Whatever. Mission complete. But yeah, we won. It shouldn't have taken that long, but it does because really their tactics are just annoying. And it looks like the Bracers are pretty impressed with what we did. Alright, let's see who's fighting third. We've got Lieutenant Reel from the 3rd Regiment. And of course, they're army soldiers, so they're probably going to go down against whoever they're facing. What the hell are the Capua family doing here? They should ring a few bells. You helped get them arrested, Olivier. Public apology in tournament history? Sure. This is really off the wall. Anyway, let's see what they got. Looks like Kyle's in a bit of a pickle here. Kyle, what the hell are you doing? Josette, what the hell are you doing? Well, their buddy's dead. But just in range for Dawn to beat 3 of them up at once. And Josette and Kyle can finish the rest. Looks like the Capua family's moving on. Invite pirates to the castle for a dinner party. Oh, to be a fly on the wall for that little soiree. Yep, the army really needs to get their shit together. And 4th match will be This Border Regiment by Lieutenant Burt. And we'll see who they're fighting. Oh, a team from the Intelligence Division. And of course, it's 2nd Lieutenant Lawrence. AKA the Beast from the East. A guy who probably shouldn't be sharpening his sword on amateurs in competition like this. Anyway, let's see what the Intelligence Division has in store for them. They hit really hard, that's for sure. Oh. Yeah, he just killed him one hit, because that's what he does. And he also gets a bunch of turns in a row, because that's what he does. And that's how the Intelligence Division fights. Brutally and effectively. The trick is to come late. That's what she said. Apparently Joshua recognizes that guy from somewhere? Maybe? So... wonder who will be fighting next, but we'll find out tomorrow. We also received a nice cash prize there, 20,000 Mira. So, we're moving on to the next round, but we've got some tough opponents left to face, that's for sure. Let's skip over that for copyright infringement. And it looks like our well-seasoned fighters are going to the bar for the night. And I guess we're gonna go to the guild and check on what's going on down there. No, it's the Ravens. Looks like they're ready to fight again. And we're looking forward to it. Oh, why are they giving us a key to the sewers? And since they got that key by chance, they're using it as a training ground. That's why they got so strong. Maybe we should check that out. I mean, considering what we're up against, we might need the help. Cap was not too worried about them, but they probably got stronger in the past couple months too. But that Lieutenant Lawrence, though, he's something else. And the Bracers too? Yeah, there's tough competition in that top four, that's for sure. We'll need to get a bit stronger if we want to keep up with them, that's for sure. Maybe they just like your manly nature. After all, you're the most violent person I've ever met. Well, hey, that's what Joshua's into, so... Anyway, we'll check out the sewers tomorrow. For today, all we got to do is check in with the guild and head on home. So let's do that. Red Mask Man is dreamy. Doesn't he just have the sexiest set of lips? His arms aren't bad either. How can you know if he's sexy if you can't see his face? Come on, guys. Get real. In any case, let's go check in with our good buddy Elnon. And since Grant already reported in, he stole our thunder. Well, it felt less like surviving and more like them annoying the crap out of us for 10 minutes longer than they should have. He moved like a cat, and he was swinging that huge sword around like it was a toy. What do you know about Second Lieutenant Lawrence? And apparently nothing about the Intelligence Division is made public. Yep. Knowing your enemy's the best way to beat them. And apparently, Captain Amalthea has arrived in the capital today. And apparently she's causing the civilian airships to run late with their appearance. Looks like she's hunting down the professor, so... we'll keep an eye on that, but we've got tournament to focus on, and tough fights to deal with. Anyway, that's it for our business today, so... let's head to the inn and call it an episode. Yeah. I'm just gonna show off the events and then we'll call it an episode. Maybe. Well, if it isn't Niall Burns. And he's doing interviews with the tournament participants, which means us. I'm like a big brother to you. We know you're nothing but a news hound. News hounds ain't bad news. I'm leaving, and you're coming with me. Anyway, we got a hot date with our reporter buddy. Jeez, that's not how I wanted to spend my evening. I'm kidding. It's a nice little coffee shop. Burrell. Curry with authentic spices. That's right. We're heading to LeBlanc. Now not smell food without eating food. There we go. There's the pitch. Alright. Let's exchange some information. Wait, even a man's paycheck, you guys. I could write a story about extortion. Oh, jeez. Some clear information that hasn't been combed over and cleaned up by the army. Yep. And it seems like he's pinched his sources as far as they can go. And he's manipulating the Duke, obviously. Yep. Ah, shit. And he's like, God damn it. What the hell did I get myself wrapped up in this for? Yep. All the terrorist-style activities are made out to, like, the guardsmen who are doing it. So, yeah, there's no way in hell they can report a word of this. The army's got the news censored, so... And it looks like Niall's gonna help dig us up some information. So, it's nice to have friends in low places. Pen really is mightier than the sword. You gotta believe it. Yeah, so basically, any information you can get about their movements, where high-ranking officers are, and if you can get some information on the heads of their operation, that'd be probably a good idea. Damn it, that's Art of War again. I really liked referencing that in this chapter, it seems. Well, we're in a mutual relationship, it seems. In any case, we're free to do as we please in the meantime, so... might as well go check out the sewers, go grab those treasure chests I'm missing, that sort of thing. But, we'll be doing that next time. Might seem a weird place to end the episode, but, right in the middle of the tournament, but we're running a bit long as is, so I don't mind, cutting it here. So once again, thank you all for coming today. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Trails in the Sky. This has been Logic Blade. If you like what you're seeing, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And, by the by, the straw poll is officially closed. I mean, it's unofficially closed, but it's officially closed. I'm going to be using Agate for the next, for Trail's second chapter. Gonna be going on his route instead of Shara's route, because Agate won the vote 2-1. Yeah, it was really pathetic. I'm sorry. In any case, once again, have a good night, guys, and we'll see you next time for the conclusion to this grand tournament.